A woman is enjoying the sunbathe. Suddenly, a bubble appears behind her. The shadow in the bubble is quickly approaching her. Then a sharp blade pierces her kayak. The blade slowly rotates towards her. When the woman notices something is wrong, the blade has already pierced her body. The police quickly arrived at the scene. Connor puts on diving gear, ready to dive underwater to find the murderer to ensure safety. Two other officers tied Connor with a rope. Once they find danger underwater, they can immediately pull Connor up. Connor quickly dived to the bottom, started looking for traces of the murderer when Connor pushed open a steel door. He was stunned by the sight in front of him. The killer was standing in front of him holding a small knife. Connor was scared and turned to run away immediately, but due to excessive panic, his calf cramped. Seeing this, the killer quickly grabbed the rope and pulled Connor over. Then he stabbed Connor with a dagger. A lot of bubbles came out underwater. The officers above immediately realized that something was wrong, so they hurriedly pulled the rope. Soon they pulled Connor up. However, Connor, who had been stabbed several times, had stopped breathing. His body was covered in knife wounds. The police quickly closed the floodgates to trap the killer. Suddenly, bubbles began to rise from the river. His colleagues told him that the killer was underwater. They prepared to drain the water, but after draining it, they found only an oxygen tank. The killer had escaped. Just as the police were feeling disappointed, someone called the police. A man wearing a diving suit had sneaked into an amusement park. The man quickly arrived on the scene and indeed found the killer inside. Before he could get close, the killer jumped onto a speedboat and fled. He quickly followed in his own speedboat. With skilled maneuvering, the killer pulled further and further ahead. But when the killer looked back, a ship appeared ahead. He crashed into it directly. After the explosion, the man caught up. He spotted a figure darting through the sewer. He carefully followed with his gun drawn and eventually found an exit. The murderer must have crawled out from there. As he neared the well opening, the murderer suddenly poked his head out and shot him in the shoulder with a harpoon gun. But while the murderer was reloading, he fired first.